Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Well, Dave Burrow, first I'd like to say thank you very much for coming on and chat with us. Now, you're fighting Ryan Healy in this Titan FC card coming up on March the 4th. It's the first card of Titan this year. They're looking to have a lot more cards on this year. Will you be wanting to make a nice statement against Mr. Healy, because it'll put you in good stead with the Titan brand and also the exposure you get on Fight Pass?
Absolutely. I want to come out and win as devastating and flashy way possible. Of course, I want to put on the best show I can.
Yeah, because Mr. Ryan Healy as well, he's a very experienced fighter. He's been around a while. He's been on a lot of promotions. He'd be a good feather in the cap to get, really, a fighter of his experience.
It's a lot better than me to fight Ryan for my namesake because of what he has accomplished and all the fights he has and the notoriety, than say my last fight against, they had me set up with Grant, who, was good and everything, but he wasn't that well known, and that's what I want. I want to fight the best that Titan has to offer. That way I can, I want their belt. That's what I'm here for, and Ryan's a step in the right direction.
And like you said there, you want the strap and fight the best. The good thing about Titan FC, it seems, on their roster, you can get very good matchups. You can get fun fights for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's, for me, I've never wanted to try to take I enjoy, and that's when I train my best and look forward to my fight possessions whenever I do have options to fight these guys that are legit and real names and not, it's not like I'm cutting any corners here. I want to be known as the best and fight the best. So, and I'm excited about what Titan has to offer with all their guys, that's got big names.
So what have you obviously been? You went and got the win last time. You got yourself a nice a good bit of momentum to start off 2006 to come into 2016 with. Training wise, how's everything been going there at the gym? Have you done anything different? Have you been trying to look at different avenues of maybe rehabilitation after training to recover, anything like that?
Really, we're just kind of sticking to the same as far as our endurance. Just kind of stepped it up a pace. Of course, we're trying to improve all the time, and I feel as though we're pushing, but I am resting. Better not overdoing it, because I have overtrained in the past. I'm taking it in strides and trying to do it the proper way instead of, say training 6 hours a day, and overthinking things. I'm trying to take it a little bit easier. I'm still getting my good cardio and stuff in and training crazy hard, but not so crazy that I injure myself or put myself behind. I'm really trying to be smarter on every aspect of everything.
Well, that's a big thing about it, not the overtraining. One of the things people say, they'll train for like, say, 6 hours. You can train for 6 hours, but it's the level of intensity that makes the difference, because the thing is, you could do, let's say we do jiu-jitsu for 2 hours. A lot of that time can just be spent drilling techniques, and you know what? You get a lot from that, even though you're not going intense, you're not going hard. If you were just to go 50%, just doing repetitive movements, your brain and your muscle memory is getting so much education, rather than trying to force everything and trying to force it all the time. Just by drilling stuff, that can be a very effective thing. Same with pad work. You don't have to go 100% on your pads. You just drill, a simple combination on the pads. You can just do that over and over again. And you can still get your 6 hours under your belt without burning yourself out.
That's exactly right, and we're working a lot of tonight. I'm still in the gym right now. I mean, I just heard my phone ring and picked it up. That's what we're doing. We're doing. I slipped off by myself, and we've been drilling, going through the motions a lot tonight. Hit about 9-10 rounds of actual pretty hard pace grappling, but after that we're back to drilling. Taking it and like you said, finding any holes in the game and going over any flaws in the positioning and things like that.
Yeah, because the flaws are usually just a simple lack of muscle memory of the correct form. So what you have to do is just drill yourself the right way to get that muscle memory to change to the right technique.
Exactly. That's where we're working right now.
Because I've had it myself, you know. I've done things where my previous coach, he taught me the wrong techniques for certain things. Then I went to my new coach and he went, "No, you got to do it this way." And it took my body forever to get it because my body was so used to doing it the previous way. It was the most
exactly. Maybe the wrong way feels easier on the muscle.
Yeah.
So it's hard to make yourself pick the knee up to throw your kicks right and really get the torque, or bringing that hand across like it should, things like that. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's the most infuriating thing ever because I would just stand there, just like screaming into the bag or something. I'm just like, because I know I'm doing it wrong, but my brain's telling me to do it right, but my body just goes, "Nah, we know this way," and I'm just like, I can't have it. I can't do it.
Exactly, and then you get to hitting pads and stuff. You're like, "Oh, I'm doing it right." You go out and do live sparring, and you're getting caught with stuff because you wasn't. You still in the moment, still react and go back to the same thing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, especially when you're tired. Yeah, when you're tired, you fall back, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
it's back way behind.
You got a caveman. It's one of those things. It is, mate. Look, you've got enough fights under your belt to know what you do when you step into the cage. So, what do you do then to make sure you're evolving yourself as a fighter? You know, do you look to try and add new methods or techniques? Do you just like to now, like you said, you're evolving your training so you're recovering better? Sorry, I've got the hiccups now, bloody hell. Do you? I can't believe we just got the hiccups. But do you instead? Are you just trying to drill yourself to improve the techniques that you've got? Because a lot of guys don't work enough on their fundamentals. I seem to find. Do you like to work on your fundamentals? Think just as simple as a jab.
Of course, I mean that's huge to me in particular in the gym. You can never. Now there's certain things they get so boring drilling the same thing over and over and over. But that's part of it. That's even part of your mental status is you go through and you make yourself do these things. And I try to stay on and I want by the time my career ends, I want to be said that this guy that was it. He done all. Wasn't big on mistakes. Cause I came into the game. I was so wild when I started. I've put my life into this to make it what it is. So I try to take time and perfect everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's some of the drills. Yeah, they can. I admit some drills. When the coach says, "Oh, we're doing this," inside of me, I just die a little bit. I think, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't bother doing this. I would rather just go home and sit on the sofa." But you do have to do it. But the thing is, it's doing those things, but you can be creative and make it fun or enjoyable, or at least make it a little bit slightly different, but still the same way of doing it, so that it engages your brain differently.
Well, on a lot of things you can, say you're working the same combo you've worked a million times over, but at the same, if you do find something new or a certain movement that made it right, or a new slip to come out to that side, to the side you want to land the strike, it does feel good, and then it kind of relight the fire, and but same thing over and over and over. It's only going to burn so long.
It is, yeah, it is. And the thing is, like I say, the fundamentals of the sport, for example, like I said before, the jab, simple 1-2. A simple 1-2 is the most effective combination still to this day, because fighters seem to think that they need to do special spinning, whizzing, whatever moves to get a strike landed. But if you take away MMA and go to boxing, boxing has only got the same punches it has had for X amount of years, and they still work. People are still getting knocked out with a 1-2 or a double jab and a right straight. They still work. It's just polishing off the fundamental techniques and getting them and figuring out the reach, the timing. It's obviously making sure you got the speed. These little simple things, I find if you can get them, a lot of it, the rest of it, just falls into place.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I take I know you, because it is the same. Me, I'm not known for spins and flying this and flying that. I don't really take chances on stuff. I want to get what I've got, to where it's a killer first. I want to take all this basic stuff that you're going to use when you go out in the fight. The opportunity is going to be there. So, that'd be like going out and buying some fancy tool for a job that you're only going to use once every 6 jobs you're doing, building a house or whatever, or working on a car. You'd rather have your basic set of wrenches and ratchets there that is going to be used and it's going to work.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree with you 100% on that. I do spinny stuff on the bag all the time. That's about as far as my spinny stuff goes, especially when there's no one else in the gym as well. So if it goes wrong, no one sees it go wrong. It makes me feel better. But look,
I'm afraid to hurt myself.
Yeah, exactly. Look, you're on Titan FC on UFC Fight Pass on the 4th of March. It's going to be a great chance for not just the States, but it's a worldwide opportunity, you see, because like I say, it goes out to all Fight Pass holders. I am one of them. I will be watching the fight card itself. I'll be tuning in, even though I'm in the UK. It means I'm up late. I like staying up late for the right reasons, and that card is the right reason to stay up late. It is worth not sleeping for, and this matchup is great because the two of you have you've got some great experience in the cage already. So we're going to see two guys who have got a lot of knowledge. And it's going to be more, I think, of a chess match this game than anything else, because it's not like you've not done the dance before, so you're going to have to outthink each other when you've already both been there. That's what I quite like about this. This is what I like about this matchup.
I love going up against opponents like that myself. I mean, to me, that's what's enjoyable about this, is when you have somebody that you're not stepping out fighting a guy who's only got 2 or 3 fights. You're coming out against something they're coming, and they're coming in ready. There's no second thinking this and that. We're coming in. Me and him both are going to step in there. When we step in there, it's kind of fight. It's not going to be any backing up and he's going to come forward. That's what he does. So I look forward to getting in there with a fighter like you said. Just somebody that's really coming.
It's going to be awesome to watch. And look, I'll be tuned in. Everyone else at home, if you have not got Fight Pass, I tell you all the time, buy Fight Pass, invest in it. It's well worth it. As well, when you buy Fight Pass, if you don't want to buy it, you get a 1-week trial. Why not do it when this fight card is on and get your free trial with this fight card? There you go. Now, if people want to jump in and follow you and support you and even learn and see how you are as a fighter and your social media stuff, how can they do that?
I'm just really on Facebook. I don't get on Twitter that much. For me, I don't use it that much. It's not as good for me as Facebook. So you guys can just get on for my fan page, Dave the Duke Burrow, and then you can also just add me till nobody else can add me. So and it's the same.
Right.
But just look me up on there, and any support's appreciated, of course.
There you go, folks. Jump on, give him a like, give him a follow, engage with him. Look at his social media stuff. Now, what about sponsors? Have you got people backing you up, supporting you?
Yes, sir. Of course I do. I got Bad Boy Mowers, the best lawn mowers in the business, made right here at home in the good old US of A, and Ink Spot Graphics making all my T-shirts for me and everything. They do the best work. They send me American-made clothing and all that stuff, which I appreciate. And Independence Off-Road with the best deals on ATVs and dirt bikes and motorcycles and any kind of toy you could really get your hands on. And Tom Ford Motors selling some of the best used cars in the business.
They're great to hear that you've got this backing and support. It makes a huge difference for fighters. It really does help them. And what about, last but not least, do you want to give a shout out to your coaches, your training partners, your friends and family? Maybe they've been helping you out and support you in this career so far.
Absolutely. always want to give big thanks to my dad. He's always had my back and made sure I was able to do things even when I couldn't get sponsors. He'd help me every way he could. And all my training partners, Joe Valdez and LaMarcus Tucker especially, being here sticking it out more than anybody else, and my coaches, my stand-up coach and conditioning coach, Matt Sellers, and my jiu-jitsu coach and wrestling coach, Josh Hudson. They get in here and they do anything they can do to help me. They'll come in all hours of the day, and we all work full-time jobs to go with it. So, they really give a lot and help us out here.
Awesome, mate. It sounds like you got a good circle of people, a good group of people to help you out, and they're all on the same wavelength. They're all working towards the same goal. Now, have a great weekend. Have a great fight and enjoy the whole Titan weekend, my friend.
Yes, sir. We thank you for the call and thank you for the airtime.
No, look, absolute pleasure having you on. And like I say, go out there, put on a great exhibition and show for everyone, and we are all going to look. A lot of us are going to tune in and enjoy these fights.
After you watch it, let me know what you think.
I will do, mate. I will jump on your Facebook and I'll let you know.
Man, appreciate you.